All the students were busy practicing their routines, selecting their performances, and evaluating one another's skills. The school was alive with excitement. Each monster was eager to exhibit their talent with pride, far from curious human eyes. In a corner of the Monster High kitchen, Deuce Gorgon was perfecting the decorations of his 3-tiered cake. He created dark green buttercream and piped it on as snakes, slithering up the sides of the cake. "That doesn't look like us," Pride, one of the snakes on Deuce's head, said as it peeked out from underneath his gray ski cap. "We have better scales," Envy hissed, sliding out from behind Deuce's ear. Deuce sighed and mumbled under his breath. "You know, having the 7 deadly snakes on your head means 7 critics of everything you do." Before he could defend his work, the snakes knocked Deuce's glasses off and yellow lasers shot out from his eyes. His creation immediately turned from soft cake and fluffy icing to hard stone. "Aw, come on, dudes. I would have let you have a piece," Deuce groaned, tossing his piping bag on the table. As he headed over to the kitchen's garbage goblin, which stomped its feet on the floor in excitement to gobble up Deuce's stone cake, he slipped on a puddle of water that had seeped underneath the door. "Laguna, your talent is leaking," Deuce called through the door and down the hall. Popping her head out from one of Monster High's many practice rooms that had appeared once the talent show was announced, Laguna Blue covered her mouth with a laugh. "Ay, sorry, Deuce." Laguna was busy creating sculptures of her latest crush. She shot water out of her webbed hands in intricate patterns that held themselves in place, making liquid figures that looked like glass. Just as she finished perfecting the swoop of the fins that protruded from the top of Gil Weber's head, she stepped back and examined her art. Laguna had decided to make a sculpture of the freshwater monster after she'd heard him practice his singing for the talent show. "Oh, he's so perfect. I could just kidnap him and keep him forever," Laguna had exclaimed while Gil sang, her pupils narrowing into thin slits as her sharp teeth grew. Only, once she finished her water sculpture, Laguna wasn't sure if the piece really did Gil justice. "Ay, Dios mío, it has to be absolutely perfect," Laguna yelped. "Gil is just so cute, I could eat him up." Laguna tiptoed down the hallway and peeked in on Heath practicing for the talent show. He was giving a speech about the importance of recycling at Monster High. But he kept getting too passionate about his topic, sending flames shooting from his hair and catching the curtains on fire. A downside to being the son of Hades. The window in his practice room immediately opened on its own, letting the rain from the storm outside blow across the curtains and douse the fire. Just as the last of the flames vanished from the singed curtains, Cleo Denial, Monster High's most fashionable mummy, walked by, scrolling through e-talk on her iCoffin. "Oh, juggling is trending. I bet I could do that," she said, biting her lip. "Maybe I could use the jars with my organs. That would impress everyone." Her iCoffin beeped, and Cleo sighed. "Oh, for the love of Ra. It's not trending anymore. Let's see. Now sword swallowing is #1. I wonder how quickly I can learn that." The daughter of the mummy shuffled away, her golden shoes clacking on the hallway tiles, determined to find the talent that would bring her the most fame. As the students of Monster High planned, practiced, and perfected, there was one student who was certain they'd found an amazing routine. One that would knock the bolts, fins, and wings off everyone in attendance. Frankie Stein. As music from Frankie's guitar floated down the hallway, the light fixtures on the walls bounced to the rhythm. Frankie's fingers slid over the neck of the guitar, a growl emanating from its strings. Their fingers tickled over the keys, a melody filling the dorm room Frankie shared with Clawdeen Wolf and Draculaura. With one final swing of their arm, Frankie smashed their fingers down on the keys, sparks shooting from each nail and bouncing up the neck of the guitar, electrifying its strings. When the song finished, Frankie looked expectantly at their iCoffin. "Well, what do you think?" they asked. No words came from the iCoffin, only claps, cheers, and shouts from Frankie's parents, the doctors Mary and Victor Stein.